Hello everyone, Rachel here from Makers Gonna Learn. Welcome back to the YouTube channel. We are here again with another awesome video today, but if you have not already taken part in our wonderful die cutting community, hit the very first link in the description below to see what it's all about. We have almost 200 fonts and more are added all the time, over 1,000 cut files, an exclusive Facebook group, free online trainings, and so much more. So if you guys want to check that out, hit the link below. But guys, today we're going to be making some awesome leather bracelets. Now we're going to be using the faux leather from Cricut. This is super thin leather and can be used with your fine point blade. So you do not have to have a maker to make this project, which is awesome. You can have just the normal fine point blade like in the Explorer Air and the Explorer Air 2s. And you'll also need, along with that, your easy press and some iron-on. We're using some scrap white iron-on because not only are we making leather bracelets, but we're also going to iron on, you can iron on a name, your favorite word, anything you want to on there. You could do letters if you want to do your wedding date, whatever you want to do. This is great for little BFFs. You can make it for your kids, for school, anything like that. This is perfect for. So we are using the Cricut faux leather along with some rivets and the setters, and it came with gold and silver. And these you might be a little intimidated to use, but don't be, guys. It's so easy to use these. Or if you really want to go the easy route and don't want to use Cricut faux leather and the rivets and the setter or anything like that, you can pick up really simple pre-made leather bracelets that already have the little attachments, the little buttons that secure them and things like that. You can buy these for pretty cheap. This was $3.50 for two at the craft store. So if you want to go that route, you can go that route and just iron on them. But I wanted to take it up a notch because I have a lot of this faux leather laying around and not enough projects to use it on. So I really wanted to use it with this. So I hope you all enjoy this tutorial. And if you're ready, then let's jump into it. So here we are in Cricut Design Space. And how we're going to make this little bracelet is not a cut file actually. So what we're going to be doing, guys, is you can measure your wrist and see how big your wrist is if you want to measure around your wrist. And the width is usually 1/2 inch to 3/4 inches, just depending. Now, again, size it for you. That's totally fine. But we're going to manipulate some shapes today to make it exactly how we want it. So we're going to get a square here. And then we're going to unlock this square, go over here to Edit, and we're going to have a width of 8 inches and a height of 0.75 inches. And now that made it exactly how we want it. So really I just measured my wrist, which is a little over 7 inches. So I just wanted it to overlap just a little bit. So I got 8 inches on him, and then we're just going to make it 0.75, which these guys right here are 3/4 inches as well. So if you wanted to know a little visual of how thick it will be, this is how thick it will be. Now you can make it super thick, you can make it really thin. It just depends on what you guys want to do. So once you have this, we're going to lock this into place. And once that is locked into place, you can go over to Actions and duplicate this. You can duplicate this as many times as you want. We're just going to do 3 for today. And you know what? We're actually going to do these in various sizes. So I'm going to go ahead and go to Edit, unlock this, and make that width 9 inches on that one. And then I'm going to lock that back. And on this little guy, just in case it could be like a child's, we're going to do 5 inches on that, and then see how that goes. And once you have them all sized the way you want to, go ahead and click Make It. And we see it outlined here. It looks really good. So we're just going to hit Continue. And now we're going to set a material. Go ahead and browse all the materials, and we are going to type in leather. And you can see that this is the faux leather paper thin, so that's what we're going to use. And we're going to go ahead and up that pressure. It's on default. We're going to give that more pressure. And it says make sure mirror is turned on and the faux leather is shiny side down. I've tested this on a lot of projects like this, guys, and I notice no difference of having it shiny side down versus not shiny side down. So we're not going to do that, okay? We're just going to use the leather and lay it on here just right side up. So we're going to use this beautiful brown that we've got here. And this is out of the metallic pack, it says, but it really doesn't look metallic to me. Some of them look metallic, like this blue definitely looks metallic. But I really like that they include some colors that aren't really metallic. So all we're going to do is load this into our machine and press that flashing Cricut button. It shouldn't take very long to cut it all, and this Cricut will cut this with ease. It's just little, really long rectangles, so the Cricut should not have any problem cutting this at all. And just like that, the Cricut is already done cutting. That was less than 30 seconds, I want to say. So we're just going to unload this from the mat and peel up the excess just like this. And then you have your beautiful bracelets right here that you can see. Definitely save this for another project. You don't want to be throwing this away, guys. This stuff doesn't grow on trees, and you just use a little bit of this, so definitely save this for other projects. Okay, once you've got that done, you're just going to peel them right up from the mat and just lay them down. These look so cute. And now what you're going to do is, if you know you're the one that's going to wear it, you can go ahead and measure your wrist and see how it looks lengthwise and all that good stuff. And once you kind of know where you want it, what you're going to do is you're going to take a hole punch. I know that every crafter has at least one of these hole punches. You're going to take this, okay, and you're going to go ahead and punch it right where you want your rivet to be. So do that on both sides because you will need holes on both of them. So just go ahead and do that. Now, once we have our holes punched, we're going to get out our rivets and our setters here. So I think that I want to use silver for today's project. I just think that would be really, really pretty. So right here's our rivet and setter right here. We're just going to open up this little package. Now what you're going to do is you're going to take one of the holes you just made and you're going to find a large little rivet here. And they do have different sizes. You can see the difference here between the small and the large. And there's a medium in there too. So we want a large one here. So we have the large, this part and this part here. And what you're going to do is you're going to place your leather right there. And then you're going to snap this piece on top of this piece. So we have the leather over this piece here. And then we're going to take this piece and just pop it right on top there. And it makes a little click noise so that you can hear it. But that is what it will look like. It's all secure there. And now what you're going to do is you're going to take this little metal piece, okay? You're going to lay it down. Lay this guy right here, right on top of that metal piece. And then this guy right here, there's like a flat side and then there's a curved side that kind of scoops in. To match that little guy, we're going to put that right on top there. And then you're going to take you a little hammer or a mallet or whatever you have, and you're going to hit that. You're going to hit that until the whole thing is compressed down. It'll press down, and then you're going to repeat that on all of your sides here. Now, I can't do it on this table, this craft table, because it is an unsteady surface. So you're going to want to go on the ground, go on the floor, go outside the concrete, and do that over there. Just do very small light hits on this guy. Check it every now and again to make sure you're not bending the metal too much, and we will come back when we're finished with that. And now we got our pieces secure and have our bracelet practically done structurally, and now all we have to do is get in Design Space and create the name that we're going to put on our bracelets. So we're going to use one of our almost 200 fonts from Maker's Gonna Learn. So we're going to go over here to text and look in our system fonts here, and we're going to look up little, and I want Little Miss Susie. So you all can do names, you can do whatever you want on these guys. Today we're going to write Courtney, and look how cute that is. I wouldn't do much with this. In fact, I would just leave it alone. And we know the size of our bracelet is 0.75, so we're going to go here to edit, and we're going to lock that, and we are going to do a height of 0.5. And it gives us a width of 2.6, and that looks pretty good as well. So I think we're going to go ahead and leave it at that and go ahead and click Make It and replace what was on the mat. And we're going to be using iron-on today, so we're going to select Mirror there. And we're using iron-on, so we're going to go ahead and select that. Leave that on default pressure and load in your mat and press that flashing Cricut button. While that is cutting, we're going to come in here in our awesome Cricut printable guide that every membership tier gets free with Maker's Gonna Learn, and we're gonna go over here to our awesome easy press settings, and we're using everyday iron-on faux leather here, and that says to set it to 280, and peel off warm, and do not flip. It gives us all the information we need in here. This is 20 pages of awesomeness here. So we're going to do as our Cricut printable guide says, and go over here to our Easy Press and turn it on 280, which is already set to 280. So we're just going to let that guy warm up. And once the cut is complete, we're just going to come in here with our true control knife again. And we know it was around 2 inches, so we're just going to kind of cut it there and peel up the excess vinyl. So we're just going to get that here. And this is going to be perfect to use on another project. So save your scraps, guys. And now we're just going to start in a corner and start weeding this. We're just going to weed it up. And there you go. Weed in the little bitty center of the letters here. And this was, again, one of our 200 fonts, almost 200 fonts we have at Maker's Gonna Learn. So now peel this right up off of the mat. We're going to get our Easy Press mat right here, and we're going to lay out our bracelet, and we're going to get really close on this one so that you guys can see the magic happen. So we're going to take this little Courtney here and lay it right in the middle, however you like it. And once it is centered the way you want it, what you're going to do is you're going to grab your Easy Press and go ahead and lay it down. And go ahead and press that flashing Cricut button, or just the green Cricut button. It's not flashing on this guy. And we're just going to heat that for 30 seconds. And you want to give pretty firm pressure here, not move around too much. And we're going to check on it. It looks great. We've got 15 seconds to go. And this is such an easy project, guys. You can mass produce these, make as many as you'd like. And it's a really fun thing to make for kids, grandkids, anything like that, brother and sister, best friends, boyfriend, girlfriend, a ton of stuff. It's so great to make. And this has been ironed and it looks great. We're just gonna fan this a little bit and let this guy cool down. And once it cools a little bit, all we're just gonna do is peel off that layer and we're gonna be good to go. And now that this is cooled just a little bit, we're just gonna take the transfer paper off and reveal the beautiful design. And there you have a gorgeous little personalized leather bracelet. Guys, look how cute this turned out. I absolutely love the way that it looks, and you will love it making your own little leather bracelets as well. What did you guys think of this amazing personalized little bracelet project? I absolutely love the way that it turned out, and you can make these in all different colors, shapes, sizes, and you can personalize them using fonts from Maker's Gonna Learn. If you want to learn more about that, again, press the very first link in the description below. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up and leave us any comments. We absolutely love to answer questions and get back to all of you. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I had so much fun making it, and I'll catch you in the next one, guys. Bye.